Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Around the World. International relations between two countries largely depend on the government of the related nations. Recently, there was a change of power in the United States, and Donald Trump became the President of America. With Trump assuming power, international politics has witnessed heightened activity, primarily due to his tariff and economic policies. According to Trump's recent statement, India might also come under its impact. Recently, Donald Trump criticized the high tariffs imposed by India on American products and threatened to impose reciprocal tariffs. If Trump levies tariffs on Indian exports, it could create new challenges for India. The question now arises, how will India counter Trump's move? Will it lead to a new turn in India-US relations? Does Trump's statement hint at a new trade war? In today's episode, we will try to find answers to such questions. The Trump administration is operating in mission mode, altering its policies and making changes to tariff rates. Due to America's tariff policy, Canada's internal politics was shaken, leading to the resignation of its finance minister. Continuing this trend, Trump has now targeted Brazil and India. The US president has stated that if a country like India imposes high tariffs on American products, the US will also impose equivalent tariffs, increase tariffs on payments by India to the US. He stated, if they tax us, we will tax them equally. They tax us, and we will tax them the same. Trump alleges that countries like India and Brazil impose high tariffs on American goods. It should be noted that tariffs are taxes levied by a country's government or a supranational union on the import or export of goods and services. Currently, the United States is India's second largest trading partner. It is worth noting that trade relations between India and the US are strengthening. In 2023-24, India's exports to the US were approximately USD 77.51 billion, while imports reached about USD 40.8 billion. Additionally, there has been significant growth in service trade between the two countries. In 2018, the service trade between India and the US was approximately USD 54.1 billion, which is projected to reach about USD 70.5 billion by 2024. India has become an essential market for the US, especially in professional, scientific and technical services, manufacturing and the IT sector. Moreover, India has also emerged as a key destination for American investors. Between 2000 and 2024, India received approximately USD 66.7 billion in foreign direct investment. Given this trade scenario, if the US imposes tariffs on India, it will create a significant problem for India. Currently, India earns substantial profits through exports to the US, and Trump has been opposing this for a long time. Notably, Trump has previously referred to India as a tariff king and criticized the high tariffs imposed on Indian products, particularly mentioning paper products and Harley-Davidson bikes. In 2019, Trump identified India as one of the largest trade adversaries of the US, stating that India imposes the highest tariffs on American goods. It is noteworthy that Trump's trade policy focuses on reciprocity, aiming to ensure that the US benefits equally in trade with other countries. The Trump administration believes that if a country harms the US in trade, the US should respond similarly. This policy could be particularly significant for countries like India, which impose high tariffs on American goods. India has consistently argued that it needs to impose high tariffs to protect domestic industries and support its economy. However, Trump's statement puts pressure on Indian trade policy and indicates that the US administration is ready to take strict measures against countries hesitant about fair trade. This dispute could impact trade relations between the two countries, especially if the US takes tough measures against India under its trade policy. However, given the strong trade partnership and strategic alliance between the two nations, there is also a possibility that both sides could resolve the dispute through dialogue. Finding a resolution to this dispute is crucial for both India and the US, as their growing trade relations play a vital role in the global economy. If India refuses to change its trade policy despite US pressure, it could escalate the trade stalemate. On the other hand, if both countries reach an agreement, it could further strengthen their trade ties. It is worth noting that in 2025, India will host the Quad Summit. US President Donald Trump is expected to visit India for this summit, and during his visit, a middle ground could be found through negotiations. However, given the current circumstances and America's rigid stance, India needs to diversify its exports. Over-reliance on a single country could lead to significant economic losses for India. Similarly, the US must adopt a more flexible tariff policy as developing and underdeveloped countries cannot afford to pay tariffs equivalent to those of developed nations. Such payments would negatively impact their economies. Now it's time for this program's Sunday special segment, where we will discuss other important international news. Recently, the Philippines signed a new military security agreement with Japan. Under this agreement, the military forces of Japan and the Philippines will now cooperate on joint operations, emergency assistance, and maritime security. Additionally, the movement of troops and equipment between the two nations will be streamlined to facilitate war training and disaster response. This step comes amid China's growing military influence in the South China Sea. Notably, China claims most of the South China Sea, a critical hub for global navigation. In Bangladesh, general elections are likely to be held either at the end of 2025 or the beginning of 2026. Interim government leader and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Muhammad Yunus announced this on the 53rd Victory Day. Yunus stated that the election date would be decided based on reforms agreed upon by political parties. He emphasized the need for an updated voter list and other reforms to ensure fair elections. Yunus assumed this responsibility in August following a student-led revolution that removed former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina from power. Hasina faced accusations of politicizing the judiciary and civil services, conducting biased elections, and suppressing opposition. Yunus's administration focuses on restoring democratic institutions and ensuring justice for atrocities committed during the previous regime. Recently, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz faced a no-confidence vote during which his party, the SPD, lost its majority. Out of 717 votes, 394 were against him, paving the way for new elections in February. Scholz blamed the FDP for the coalition's collapse due to disagreements on issues such as renewable energy, debt break policies, and immigration. The coalition broke apart from the dismissal of the FDP's finance minister. Notably, Article 68 of the German constitution allows for the dissolution of parliament if the chancellor loses a confidence vote. If elections are held in February, the CDU or CSU is in the strongest position but will require a coalition. Economic and immigration issues are expected to remain key challenges in the future. Let us conclude today's discussion with the following question. The US's new tariff policy will have severe repercussions on developing and underdeveloped countries. Analyze this statement. That's all in today's episode. Thanks for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.